Hi, I'm Greg Marcus. I want to talk to you about faith. Specifically, what I want to talk to you today about is the different parts of faith. In other words, most people aren't really understanding faith. They're not understanding what faith is. And I know that because I didn't understand it for a long time, too. I had to study and think about it and read about it and meditate on it for over 20 years before I really understood what faith was. But what our main objective here is to build you up, is to put some hope into you, put some confidence in you that God will help you, that God will help you in your life, that God will help you. He'll provide for you. He'll take care of you. He'll heal you. He'll do things for you. God is on your side. God wants to help you. And that's what we want. That's what I want to build up into your spirit, that God wants to help you. He wants to make your life a good life, a successful life, a prosperous life, a life of abundance, a good life. You know, most of us, here, at least here in the United States, we kind of look to different things, business or the government or whatever, and hoping that they're going to help us at some point. I remember when I was in law school, when I was first in law school, I went to law school because, when I was a kid, there used to be this TV show on called The Storefront Lawyers. And it was all about these guys. This was in the early 70s. I mean, it was only on for like one season, And I remember this show, The Storefront Lawyers, and it was about these people who basically, helped people when the system was trying to get them. And so that's why I went to law school. And I had majored in economics as an undergraduate. I really like it. Even to this day, I really read a lot of economic stuff because I just find it really interesting. But here's my point in saying all that. So I got to law school. I graduated in economics, BA in economics from UCLA. And then I went to law school there at UCLA. And I remember in my first year of law school, finally realizing this, that really the law wasn't going to be much help to people. I'd always thought of it as this thing that helps people, that protects people from people trying to rip them off or stuff like that, or when people are trying to put them in bad circumstances, the law comes in and helps them out. The lawyer rides in and helps them out. But really, that's not how it works. And I came to realize this, is that the law wasn't going to solve people's problems. And I had already realized from studying economics that economics wasn't going to solve people's problems. And it was around that time that I started to hear Bible teaching. And what I came to realize was that the only hope, and this is what I want to really say to you right now, is really the only hope. We look to the government, we look to different systems. I'm a capitalist. Oh, no, communism, socialism, whatever, Business, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Why, if you'll just get out there and work, really, in real life, I know in the movies, those things work. On TV shows, those things might work, but in real life, those things don't work, you know what I mean? Lots of times, even like when you're sick, and even if there's a cure, you won't necessarily get it. And lots of times the doctors can't even do anything for you. Does that make sense to you? And, we look to government. I don't care who it is, it's President Obama or President Hillary Clinton or President Trump or whatever. I mean, I hope they all do well. I hope that they all are successful, that they make the economy work really well and the people of the United States prosper. But, I really am not putting a lot of hope, a lot of confidence, a lot of expectation in the Trump administration in making people's lives better. And if it was the Hillary Clinton administration, I wouldn't be putting any hope in them in making people's lives better. And just like I didn't put any hope in the Obama administration or the George Bush administration before that to make people's lives better. Because what I've come to realize is that the real only hope for mankind, your real only hope, the only one who's concerned about helping you, the only person that you can look to for help, the only one that will really has a desire to make your life blessed, to make your life good, for you to have a good life, the only one who can do that is God. He's the only one who's interested in you having a good life. He's a good God. God is a good God. God is a good God. And He wants you to have a good kind of life because He is a good God. And He's the only one that us average people, the rich, they probably get some help from the government or from whatever, you know what I mean? The rich, they can have their best doctors and the best treatments and go to foreign countries and get whatever, But for us average people, for us little schmoes in the world, our only hope is in God. But fortunately for us, God is a faithful hope. God is a true hope. God is a good hope. In other words, He's accountable on hope. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. That's what I want to get into you, that God wants to help you. God is a good God. He wants you to have a good life. You can count on God to help you. 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 That's what I want you to see. Anyway, let me start off like this. God's help comes by faith. God's help comes by faith. Let me show you some scriptures about that. Let's turn.